How does God feel about wearing masks? Stay tuned. We'll talk about it. God bless you, friend. Thank you on this Monday morning. I pray that each one of you had a great weekend, and I pray that this video finds you exceptionally well. This is yours truly, Pastor Nate, and it is my absolute pleasure when I can come and speak with you. You saw the title, friend. Yes, how does God feel about us wearing masks? Now, you know, this past year, wearing masks or not wearing masks has become a big political debauchery, right? Or debacle, if you will. We've seen how the president handled the situation. He experienced a lot of criticism, a lot of controversy over it. We've seen church leaders, or you have believers indicating that you shouldn't wear a mask or you're not trusting God. It makes others feel like if I'm going to church with a mask or if I stay home because of the pandemic, then I'm not having faith in God. Well, friend, you see what happened to a lot of church leaders and a lot of people in the church. They were dying like flies at one time. Y'all remember that? My God. But friend, listen, I've said this before. Deadly poison will not harm you if you don't know it. If you know it's poison, if you know it's dangerous out there, then you need to take every measure possible in order to protect yourself. That's wise. Don't just go out there and say, you know what? God is my protector. God is my keeper. He's my healer. So I'm just going to go out here recklessly and not wear a mask. Yes, all those things are true. God is all that. But we got to use wisdom. Don't operate like that. You got to use wisdom. We don't want to tempt the Lord. Here, as of late, our Governor Abbott had lifted the restrictions for all Texans, right? Indicating that they no longer are required to wear masks. Now, my question is, does God want us to abide by that law? How does God feel about that? Well, the scripture says in Romans 13:1 that we should be subject to the governing authority. With this ban lifted, I don't think the governor was saying you have to take them off, but rather it's your choice now. We lift the ban, you don't have to wear them. But how many of you know if you love yourself and if you love your neighbor, you may want to wear that mask, right? Because if you love yourself, you're going to do everything you can possible to protect yourself. And knowing how people are, some people will freak out if you don't have a mask on in public place. So if you know that your neighbor is uncomfortable and in order to protect your neighbor, then you probably would want to wear your mask when you go in public places, and especially when you're in close proximity with others. So that doesn't mean to completely take the mask off, because now it's your right. And sometimes we exercise our rights. It's just not a wise choice at that time. I believe Paul said it like this here: all things are lawful, but they're not expedient. It might not be wise at that time to exercise that right. Case in point, if you at a stoplight and your light turns green, you do have the right to go. But what if you go without looking? Because I have a right, I'm just going to go, and another car comes and that car doesn't stop at its light, it's going to hit you. I don't care what color that light is. If it's green, before I go, I'm still going to look both ways to make sure nothing is coming before I go. And I have the right to go. Friend, we have the right not to wear them, right? But just think of the ramifications. Just think of the consequences that could possibly happen if you don't wear them. I don't think there's been enough evidence from the vaccine. Also, the numbers, I understand, are declining. But my thought is, because you told people not to wear masks, some people just go out, still party and be in public places and don't wear masks. And because of that, will the numbers go back up again? See, that's something to think about. But friend, bottom line is, I'm still going to wear mine at this point when I'm in public places, because I'm not comfortable going out there in the world without my mask. I pray that this video bless you this morning. If you're getting value from these exhortations, from these morning nuggets, please subscribe if you haven't. Share and like these videos. Thank you for your support. Before I close this exhortation, tomorrow night, we're going to talk about some of the things I talked about in this exhortation. We're talking about loving thy neighbor as yourself. Yes, it's going to be interesting. So I want you to come out tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on the Smart Show. And I might have a guest. We'll see. I think I might have a guest. If not, we'll just go on. So meet me tomorrow night, okay? In the meantime, in between time, be at peace and not in pieces. Till next time, my friend.